Larry Twersky is the CEO of Timer Cap. And this is something that's already been introduced in certain pharmacies, even here around the area and around the country. It's called Timer Cap. And I've got him here to talk about what that is. Larry, good morning. Thanks for coming on.
Good morning. How are you doing today, Bill?
Good. So you have this Timer Cap is perfect for people who, I mean, we're dealing with an epidemic when opioids and the then leading to heroin. This is something special that can really help manage the problem.
Absolutely. The Timer Caps are what's called a compliance package, basically helping people take their medication as it was prescribed. And they're available at every CVS and Rite Aid in your area, too.
So what happens? I mean, if you're supposed to only take a pill once every day, the bottle doesn't open until the next day after you've opened it up once and taken out one pill?
No, we just made it so that it's kind of like one of those activity trackers. You know, when people wear them, they start to walk more.
Got it.
And it's not that it prodded you or sent electric shocks to you. What it does is what we remember, we start to follow, and so what we manage. And so what it is a stopwatch with a timer on top of it, and so it counts up from the last time you opened it. So if you take a pill once a day, it should say 24 hours every single time, and it answers the question, did I or didn't I? I mean, I go to the refrigerator, and I walk to it, and I think I'm going to get ice cream, and I come back with a bagel. I know that sounds weird to some people, but... You know, I forget all the time what I'm doing. I know a lot of people have the same problem, and
so this is not just about this could be really helpful for the elderly as well.
I fit into that category sometimes. Yeah. It helps almost everybody. I mean, the did I or didn't I take my pill? I mean, double dosing and overdosing is one of our biggest issues. And when it comes to opioids, let's face it, when you're taking medication that its known property is to make you forget, it's going to be hard to remember without a tool like this. This is why we find a lot of accidental overdoses. I mean, you know, taking the first dose of an opioid is easy. The second one, when you're already impaired, is hard.
Yeah. And you're right. I actually have an alert on my phone that says take a pill. I have one pill I have to take, and I will sometimes be doing something else and actually take it and forget that I took it. Yeah. And I'm like, did I take this again? I don't want to have acid reflux tonight, so should I take another one? You know, this would solve that problem.
Well, you know, a lot of us have those reminders on our phones, and they're great, but they are annoying because if we're not near our pills, we just turn it off, and then we go back and we go, wait a minute.
Yeah.
This is that little thing that's automatic, so you don't have to think about it. It's like you look at the cap. You know, sometimes I walk back and I go, oh, I took it 20 minutes ago. Like, now this really helps with opioids. I mean, when we really think about it, we say, hey, opioids are a danger, opioids are a danger. How does anybody know there's an opioid? Because guess what? It's packaged and looks just like every other medication because the cap is a generic cap. It doesn't warn you with a big sign. We've got to start to change the way opioids are packaged, which is one of our biggest campaigns, which is put a lid on opioid abuse, is that, you know, unless we do something like put a timer on it or some other form of packaging, then, you know, it's the same as like when, you know, people weren't taking their antibiotics correctly. We changed the package to make it a Z-pack, you know, where the pharmacist goes, hey, take number one, take number two, and you better finish this dose or you're going to get reinfected. Yep. Same thing happened when we had birth control pills. When women weren't taking it as they should and seeing the kind of pregnancies, they put it in those 1 to 31 day packs. Mm-hmm. Compliance packaging helps people take their medication better. And with opioids, let's face it, we have an epidemic, and part of it's how we package it, because we don't tell people this is addictive compared to, let's say, your blood pressure medication, right?
I think this there's, and now just like you could go and buy the Monday through Friday, Monday through Sunday plastic little container thing, and each day has your pills in there. You could go and buy this item, and it's available at CVS and Rite Aid. $9.99 is the price.
Yeah, and you know, you got me on a little thing, which is those plastic pill dispensers Sunday through Saturday.
Yep.
And the problem is that, you know, that adds an extra level of liability for the family. first of all, you're taking medication out of the bottles that they were originally dispensed in, and then you're losing all that labeling and safety information for this perceived convenience.
Right.
Most people, I go to my, for my mother-in-law, and she's got a blue pill and an orange and a green. She doesn't know what it is.
Right.
She ended up taking 2 water pills because, she just keeps putting it in. And so, when we're talking of an emergency, we're talking about, making our community safer with Narcan. People should be managing the medications in the bottles they're dispensed in, and then using things like the timer cap or other ways to manage it better. But keeping it outside of that adds a level of risk and liability for a lot of people to take the medication incorrectly. And so, anyways,
cool.
that's a different subject. But that's why we try to really help people manage it in the bottles they're dispensed in, because it's important.
$9.99. This is really cool. There's a website out there. Go to timercap.com, and you can check it out. This could be helpful for you, or maybe there's somebody that you're trying to help. This would help them out as well. So good stuff, Larry. We appreciate it. Nice. I think this is a positive product.
You're going to find that that's what we work on, is trying to make people healthier. It's what I focus on. My mom was addicted to pain meds when as early as 9 years old, when I was having to give her medication. And so It's a passion for us, and I hope people can help take their medication better. It's something that keeps us healthy, and we're here to help everybody get better. So thanks for taking the time this morning. Any other questions you might have?
I think I'm good, Larry. We appreciate it. And, again, it's available all over the place. Have a wonderful day.
Excellent. You too.
Okay.
Thanks.
And then, again, the website is timercap.com.